I really like to thank you. Moscow Shorts is a very, very nice project. I love it. I think this is the first festival that the movies that win that I have seen are really good. I'm Jorge Malpica, I'm the director of Ulises. I think especially for short film festivals are just like very, very important because it's not, there's not a lot of ways to show it to people if not in festivals. So it's, you know, we as filmmakers starve for this, for opportunities to show our work. And so it's really, really important. It's funny because actually I was going to shoot another short film, not this one. There was also a fisherman. It was a story from my father-in-law, which is a very interesting guy. And I was preparing that, but he got a stroke in his head, so he got sick and he cannot recognize me anymore. So it was like the project had all this energy and boom, it stopped. And I have this friend of mine that is a writer, and he told me, I have a story that I wrote and I thought about you. I said, you know, I cannot even shoot my own project, so no, I don't want to read it. But he said, no, read it, please. And it was this one, which as soon as I read it, was like, wow, I started about a mermaid, how can I do it? And you know, just the creative juices start to flow, and you cannot stop. And you start to, you know it by yourself, and the energy got again, and probably it was good because I get all the problems from my father-in-law and everything to another level, and then I got to work again, which is good. She was very brave because I had to put her like 5 meters under the water because I didn't want to see the surface when we were shooting there, and she had a diver with her. She would be giving her oxygen, and then he would have to go out of frame
and don't see the
waves or the bubbles or whatever, and then she would act. But the problem was that as soon as the diver went away, she would float. So we had to put weight on her body to have her like so, and we didn't have time to go and take her off, or the diver couldn't come, and so she had to by herself each day to go out swimming, and it was I think it was kind of tough for her. She did a great job. The project was kind of huge. It's but there was this post-production guys that liked the story and would work for free, so they have their free time. So that's why it took like 6 months. I think it could have been done in 2 months or so, but they, you know, it was only their free time. Yes. So and it was all the body of the mermaid from here down. It was all 3D. So it's I think that's why I did this project, because just the idea to create a mermaid, and a different mermaid that is not like a Disney character, but a classic mermaid from the Odyssey, and to create this body and everything. It was you know, you start to investigate, and I just went through internet and I found a picture of a beluga whale, which actually in the picture you can feel, I don't know because of the muscles or why, but like it has legs. It feels like it has legs, so it's I was like, this is I want something really biological. It's absolutely important, yes, on technology. Well, I think it is great because now we don't have any limits, and you cannot say, I cannot do my movie. You can shoot it with an iPhone or whatever. So it's like, you know, if you're not doing movies, it's because you don't have nothing to say, or you know, you can be more professional or with bigger equipment or whatever, but stories, you can tell stories with anything now.
It's about story anyway. Yeah.
And you know, it's like giving the power to everybody. So of course, all the technology is not, the best technology is not available to everybody, but some things like my short 10 years ago would have been impossible to do, and now things are getting easier. Well, now it's funny. In the moment it was a little bit terrifying because the first day of shooting, of course you're preparing a lot. We were about 7 hours from Mexico City, so bringing equipment or whatever was a little bit difficult, you know. So we wake up 4 in the morning because, you know, we're shooting with the sunlight. I want the first light. We had to go like 30 minutes in the boat to get to the location in the water. We're shooting, first of all, we're shooting the part of the girl, of the mermaid, and my producer doesn't speak English very well, and she confused part of the equipment, so she didn't bring the bag to put the camera to do the water shots. So it's 4 in the morning and you start to, you know, feel like something strange, and I'm like, let's put the camera in the bag already, and you just feel that something is wrong, no? And she comes and says, we don't have the bag. And you're like, everything is perfectly planned, and for probably 1 minute you don't know if to shout, to cry, and then you're like, okay, let's shoot what we were shooting tomorrow, go for the fisherman, and just change a complete day of shooting. And she tell me, oh, I'm very sorry, but I swear you that tonight at 10 o'clock at night mostly the equipment will arrive and we can shoot it tomorrow. And I wake up the next day, 4 in the morning, and you know, where is the equipment? It hasn't arrived. And we were like in a very secluded place in Mexico, and you know, it's not that it's very dangerous, but you know, there are some bad guys in Mexico, and I was just thinking, wow, probably just bringing this guy alone all night. And I'm thinking, for a short film, I couldn't risk the life of... I'm just like really getting very depressed, and the car comes in. And we're like, what happened? And I said, no, a truck crashed and, you know, has fruit and everything, and all blocked the highway, so he couldn't come. He was supposed to arrive at 10, but he arrived at 4, just to the beginning of the... And from now then, everything... One good learning from, or what I would share with people that are starting to make movies. You know, I've been shooting for a lot of time in my life, but most of my work has been advertising, but now I'm doing a documentary, I'm doing all personal stuff. But, and this actually was my first feature, or was first narrative film. And one friend told me, like, you know, it's like you have thought all the difficult things to do, to shoot very far away in the ocean, underwater, do a lot of post-production, like you put like, it's your first job like that, and you're doing all complicated stuff. What I would say is that a good learning for me is that these stories are great, but start shooting, there are lots of simple stories to shoot. So first of all, shoot something easy, and then, well, with time you can do complicated stuff, but